The swan has become synonymous with Lakeland, showing up everywhere from local artwork to our city signs. Lakeland residents have enjoyed watching these graceful birds for over a century, but their presence in our city was not always certain. By the mid-1950s, Lakeland's entire swan population was gone, leaving the Swan City swanless. If it wasn't for the help of local residents and a friend from across the pond, Lakeland's swan population could have been gone forever. This is the story of Lakeland's royal swans. Seeing a swan glide across one of Lakeland's many lakes is an everyday occurrence for Lakelanders, but in 1954, that sight had gone away. The last of Lakeland's swans had died, and even though there was a city-dedicated swan department, their population began dwindling from natural prey and human interference. The community tried to raise funds to buy new swans, but the efforts fell through. It looked as though the Swan City was to be left without its beautiful mascot. Luckily, hope came from a former Lakeland resident who was currently living in England at the time, and took Lakeland's swan crisis to none other than England's Seigneur of Swans, aka Queen Elizabeth II. The Queen graciously donated a mated pair from her royal flock to be sent to Lakeland. After a long journey across the pond, the pair finally landed at Drainfield Airport, where they were then released onto Lake Morton. All seemed right in Lakeland as our royal swans took up their new home. That is until the next day. You see, no one in the city thought to clip the swans' wings. After all, who wouldn't want to retire in sunny Florida? But after several calls from concerned residents, it looked as though the male from Lakeland's royal pair had decided to do some sightseeing and leave his partner alone on Lake Morton. After several days of searching, the rogue swan was found and returned to its new home. Unfortunately, the good news ends there. Shortly after being reunited, the male was fatally injured, leaving the female alone, and Lakeland's swan population once again in jeopardy. Luckily, this story does have a happy ending. The female was taken to a Florida swanery where she renounced her royal bloodline and chose a common mate to join her in Lake Morton. That following spring, baby swans were spotted on Lake Morton, and from there, Lakeland's swan population has grown to where it is today. So remember, the next time you walk around Lake Morton and you come across a swan, be sure to practice your bow and curtsy, because you may be in the presence of royalty.